I'm out here in the desert of Arizona today to try to do a little gold prospecting, and got the Deus here with a 9-inch HF coil that I'm going to try out. So in an area like this, if you want to go to gold nugget hunting, what you're going to want to use is the goldfield program. And the goldfield program is set up so that it has a special ground balance and an iron rejection circuit in there so that you can optimize searching for gold nuggets. As far as ground balance goes, what it does is it takes a snapshot of the ground that you're in, and then you can detect everything above and below the ground signal, because a lot of gold falls below the ground signal. So what I'm going to do is show you the area here a little bit. I'm on a claim out in Arizona that I'm a member of, and let me get the Deus out. I'll show you how to set it up for gold nugget hunting, and then we'll see if we can find some gold nuggets. If I can't find any, I do have a couple with me that I can bury and show you how you would recover them. But let me get it out, we'll get it set up, and then we'll get going. Be right back. Okay, so got the Deus set up here. It's in the goldfield program, as you can see there. Now, if I can get some good light here, what I wanted to show you was pay attention to the mineralization bar. It's climbing pretty high there. I've already ground balanced, but what you would do is, if you wanted to ground balance the Deus for hunting and in an area for gold nuggets, easiest way to do it is what they do, a ground grab. What you do is just push the pinpoint button and you pump it a few times, and what you'll notice is that the ground numbers will balance out there. So your ground balance, if I remember right, is down here. The actual ground reading is up here. When you pump it, what it does is it matches it. So 87, 87, and then notice the mineralization bar when you're pumping it too. Now, I'm going to run this in 54 kilohertz, and the other thing is I'm not going to use the iron discrimination feature here. There's not a lot of trash. If I was in an area that was populated back in the 1800s or whatever, and there was a lot of iron trash, then I would use it. But I don't want a chance missing a nugget out here because a lot of them are small. So I'm just going to run it with the iron rejection on 0, which allows everything in. There are a lot of hot rocks around here. Hopefully they've been balanced out, but the way that you can tell them is that the signal is generally not crisp. It's more long and funky, and when you turn on the rock, it goes away. So what I'm going to do is hunt around here a little bit, and if I get a signal, I will stop. I'll let you listen to it, and then we'll dig it and see what we got. Like I say, if I can't find anything, if we're just finding junk, I do have a couple of nuggets with me, a real teeny one, and then a bigger one that we can just put in the ground and show you how to do a recovery on them. So let me do a little hunting around. I'll be right back. All right, so I've been hunting around here a minute. I've got a hot rock. I wanted to show you what one sounds like. So hot rock's right down there. I'm not sure which one it is, but that's a hot rock. Just not a good signal that you can just pick up on. I found a little rock here earlier. I'm not sure what's in it, but I just threw it down on the ground. I wanted to show you what a real signal sounds like. So more defined. And that piece there might just be a bullet. If I can even find it again, I'll show it to you. Let's see, I think it's right here. Just a little black rock that blends in with the rest of the ground. Might have to use my scoop to recover it here, but that's right there. So that's something that I found earlier. Yeah, I'm not sure. I mean, it looks like something Doesn't look like a bullet. I know there might be some gold on it right there, but isn't typically the color of gold. Could be an iron. Have a lot of iron in it or something. But anyway, let's look around, see what else we can find. Alright, wanted to show you this. Typically, what you're going to do is hunt the bottom of these washes for the main part. Now, other people have been down here because these are dry washer piles, discard piles. So, there's one there. You look up through the wash here, there's a bunch of piles where dry washers have been used. That typically indicates an area that you're going to want to hunt, because they wouldn't put all this work in if they weren't finding gold. So one thing that I do like to do is hunt some of these piles and see if you can get any signals on them. So you can go along and hunt around the rocks and the brush and stuff. You can hunt their piles. Dry washers don't use water, so what they do is you throw the dirt in and they shake. They have a tendency to shake some things out, especially the smaller nuggets. A metal detector is a great thing to pick up some of the smaller nuggets. So, you know, good place to look is anywhere anybody else has already worked. And what these guys do is they'll take the dirt down to bedrock. Let me go back up here, and so in this wash here, they've been taking this down to pretty much bedrock. I don't see any exposed, but one thing you can do is you can just continue on, you know, up the wash, get your pick out, pick some stuff out, go over that dirt that you've picked out and see if you can find any nuggets in it. So that's one thing that you can do. And typically, you know, you can find nuggets on the edges of the wash. More than likely they're going to be in the bottom and will have washed into the bottom. But I have known people that have found them on the side hills or even up on top. You just never know where the vein's exposed at. So it's one thing you can do. I'm going to keep hunting here, see if I can come across a signal. And if I do, we'll dig it. Be back in a while. Okay, I have got a signal here. Turn the speaker on. So, I mean, this could be a hot rock. I did ground balance over it. The signal's still there, so, you know, it might be something good. But this is just up on the edge of the wash. Target is right in here, so. Good strong signal. So what I would do then is take my pick and clean all the rocks off the surface and see if we still got a signal, which I don't. So generally not a good sign when it comes off in the first. Typically it's going to be a piece of junk, but we got it in there. So next thing you do is take your scoop. You can scoop up some rocks or dirt and go over your coil. So whatever is in there I've got. Let's take out some of these rocks and see if it's not a hot rock. Now there it is. Okay, so that's what the target was. Some sort of a piece of iron. But, you know, at least we know it's working. So let's go see if we can find another target. See if we can dig it. Okay, I've got another signal here around this area. It's got quite a bit of activity. You can see right up here there's been a lot of digging going on. Big old discard pile up there. But I've got this target right here. It's repeating from multiple directions. So what I'm going to do first is I'm remove some stuff off the surface. Go back over the area. Okay, so it's up on my pile. Right there on the edge. So then I'd get my shovel, start getting some of this material and go over the coil. Up in there. Could be a, see if it's some of these rocks. Okay, so I have got it in my scoop now. So typically what I'm going to do is I'm going to use my other hand to do this, but I'm holding the phone with my other hand. So let's see if we can somehow set this up and give you an idea of what to do. I think what I'll do is just get a little bit of dirt out at a time. Usually if you shake your scoop, you can get it right in the bottom. Still in there. Still in there. Still in there. Let's see if it's that black rock. Okay, so hot rock. Little teeny hot rock. So that can be a problem. But the thing is, if you're still finding hot rocks, a lot of people will give up in an area like that, and you know, you could find a piece of gold. So anyway, I think what I'll do, I've been hunting here a couple hours, not found much but junk, but I do have a couple of nuggets. I'm just going to kind of put them in the ground and show you the recovery process that would be used to get a nugget. So let me get that set up and I'll be right back. Alright, what I've done here is bury a nugget. And it's a couple inches deep. So if I was coming along, got a signal like that, definitely stop to investigate. Now it's reading 99 on the meter. The first thing I'm going to do, if I had a bunch of rocks, is clear it away with my pick. But since I don't, and this is soft material, I would just dig some out of the hole. See if I got it. So it's now in the pile. And then what I would do is get the scoop and start getting material in it until I got it. Okay, so now I've got it. Try to shake that to the bottom. I'm trying to do this one-handed, so still got it. Still got it. Still got it. Still got it. If I had two free hands, what I would do is use one hand to put the stuff in. So I've dumped it out now. It's somewhere in this pile. And I know what the nugget looks like, so I can see it, but it's right there. So that is a gold nugget that was previously found, but that's what it would sound like on the dais. You can see you're not going to detect anything that deep. I mean, I'm 3 inches above the coil, barely getting it. So that's what you'd look for. Hopefully that helps. I do have one more nugget, a real teeny thing. Don't know if I'm going to bury it because I'm afraid I might not find it again. But anyway, there's kind of a rundown of how you would set the dais up if you wanted to hunt for gold nuggets. It is a pretty decent machine, running 54 kilohertz. The other thing you can do is buy the elliptical coil, which will run up your kilohertz even higher and give you a better chance of finding even smaller gold. But one thing you want to remember is that most of the gold that's left is small. And so typically that's what you're going to find. You know, this nugget that I've got here in my hand is, you know, pretty small, but there is stuff even smaller than that out there that you'd be finding. So anyway, hope that helps.